Welcome back to Aurora Tech Channel. Currently, I'm testing out the Creality K2 Plus. I originally planned to release this video in mid-November, but after receiving a bunch of questions from viewers asking when the video will be released, I decided to share a quick overview of this machine, including my first impressions, the tests I'm conducting, and how they're going. Before diving into that, let's take a look at what this printer offers. Aside from the Sermon D3 series, this is the most expensive Creality printer ever released. It's priced at $1,499 with a multi-filament system. The print volume is a 350mm cube, and it has Core XY kinematics. The x-axis uses a linear rail, the y-axis uses linear rods, and the z-axis has four 12mm linear rods with dual stepper motors and independent stepper drivers that allow for automatic tilted platform leveling. All stepper motors on the x, y, and z axes, as well as the extruder, are closed-loop motors. The extruder features a new design with high flow and an 80-watt heater. It's capable of boosting the flow rate up to 40mm cubed per second. It comes with a hardened steel nozzle and a copper alloy heat break with a maximum nozzle temperature of 350 degrees Celsius. The heated bed is thicker. It's 5mm of aluminum with a maximum temperature of 120 degrees Celsius. It's fully enclosed with a glass top, glass door, metal backboard, and metal base, so the net weight of this machine is close to 80 pounds. It also comes with an actively heated chamber that can reach up to 60 degrees Celsius. In addition to the part cooling fan on the print head, it has two auxiliary fans that provide strong cooling for fast printing. The claimed top speed is 600 milliliters per second with an acceleration of up to 30,000 milliliters per second squared. There are two powerful fans with filters at the back. These fans extract the heat and keep the internal temperature cool, preventing clogging for low temperature filaments. It also features auto belt tensioning with a thicker 10mm timing belt on the X and Y axes. The onboard eMMC is now 32 GB, allowing you to store more G-code files. For network printing, it supports their cloud service, but for those who prefer to keep their files within a local network, it supports Ethernet, as well as 2.4 GHz and 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi for faster file transfers. It supports Auto-Z offset and auto-leveling. It also comes with two cameras, one for remote print monitoring and another on the print head for advanced autoflow and pressure calibration. Creality also launched their own multi-filament system called CFS with this K2 Plus. You can connect up to 4 CFS units to print up to 16 colors simultaneously. The new Creality print slicer is based on Orca Slicer, so the performance is expected to improve from the previously Cura-based slicer. It seems Creality is putting everything they have into this big box, and I'm super excited to see what this printer is capable of. Before releasing my full review, I want to share some of my test results so far. For the benchmark prints, the K2 Plus breaks a few records with the fastest print times, as well as the impressive surface quality and perfect accuracy, something not likely to be seen on previous Creality printers. So far, the multi-filament system is also working well and is on par with the BambuLab X1 Carbon, which launched in 2022. No one has come close to its performance in 2 years, but the K2 Plus could be a real challenger, and it's likely to earn a high ranking on my recommendation list. However, for now, I don't want to jump to conclusions too quickly, as I'm still conducting extensive tests on the machine. I will try to uncover all the pros and cons of this machine, so stay tuned for the full review, which will be released in the coming week. If you're interested in learning more about the K2 Plus, I've included a link to it in the description. You can also check out my website for my recommendation list and 3D printer price tracker to spot great deals. I'll see you soon with a full review.